The featherweight division is on fire right now. After both Diego Lopez and Lerone Murphy secured massive wins, it seemed almost certain that Murphy would be next in line for the title since Lopez already had his opportunity. But just when everything looked set, a new name has thrown the division into chaos: Youssef Zalal. Zalal just scored a huge victory over former interim title challenger Josh Emmett, extending his win streak to 8 straight. Now he's calling out Lerone Murphy for a title eliminator, saying it's the fight that makes the most sense, especially if Lopez gets a rematch with the champ. In his recent chat with Ariel Helwani, Zalal explained that both he and Murphy are on major runs, and a clash between them would settle once and for all who truly deserves the next title shot. But there's a twist. Movsar Evloev, the undefeated contender, is finally healthy again and ready to return after a long layoff. With his elite wrestling and perfect record, his comeback could completely shake up the title picture. And let's not forget Aljamain Sterling, who's fresh off a big win over Ortega. The 145-pound division is absolutely stacked right now. Zalal summed it up perfectly. I beat Murphy, I finish Murphy, I get a title shot. But he also acknowledged that Murphy might wait, depending on how things play out with Diego and Volkanovski. So for now, Zalal just wants to keep his name in the mix and make sure the UFC knows he's ready for that opportunity.
You can't be more than 2 away, right?
I beat Murphy and finish Murphy, I get a title shot.
You think Murphy takes your fight? He takes this opportunity to fight you because he's talking title shot and no one else.
I don't blame him. I mean, would you blame him?
No,
like,
I think he should get it.
For a title shot too, but I was like, I can't blame him. So I just see how the UFC is. You know what I mean? It's like if Diego gets a title shot, he has no choice. He's gonna wait for a year or 9 months. It depends on how the fight goes between Diego and Volk. If that's the other case, it's gonna probably be him and Murphy, but who knows? So I just wanted to put my name out there and give my opportunity, so at least slide my name a little bit out there.
Yeah.
That was the whole goal.
Sean O'Malley says there's only one way to stop Merab Dvalishvili: knock him out cold. According to O'Malley, Merab's relentless cardio and pace make it impossible to win a decision against him, and he's the only one with the kind of power to end it. Now let's be honest, coming from someone who's already been dominated twice by the champ, it sounds a little wild to say he's the one to dethrone him. Sure, in terms of pure striking and knockout precision, nobody in the bantamweight division hits cleaner than Suga, but that doesn't erase what happened when they fought. O'Malley has his eyes on a rematch with Merab at the White House event in 2026, though he admits he needs a couple of wins to earn that shot again. Meanwhile, the Georgian machine isn't slowing down. He's made it clear he's staying at bantamweight, and a rematch with Petr Yan could be next, possibly as soon as December. Here's how O'Malley broke it down. To beat Merab, you have to land that perfect shot. You've got to snipe him clean. The more confident he gets with his striking, the more openings he leaves. I don't see anyone beating him unless they put him to sleep, and I'm the only one who can do it. He knows he's got work to do before earning that opportunity, but his belief in his knockout power hasn't wavered.
To beat Merab, you just have to land that shot. You have to be able to fucking snipe him. And he was getting a little bit more reckless. The more confident he gets into striking, the more gaps it leaves open to be caught. That's just the only. I don't see really anyone being. I do think I'm the only. I hate to say it. I hate to fucking say it. I'm the only one that can beat him. They give me a shot at the White House. Now I gotta go out there and get some wins. But I don't see anyone really beating Merab anytime soon. He needs to be clipped, needs to be knocked out and put to sleep to beat him. And I just don't really see anyone other than myself being able to do it.
Just a day after Khamzat Chimaev shocked fans by calling out Alex Pereira at heavyweight, the story took a surprising turn. Former middleweight champ Sean Strickland, who's trained with Khamzat, revealed what really went down in their sparring sessions, and he didn't hold back. Strickland claimed he dominated Khamzat on the mats, exposing mental lapses and saying he's the one who could actually stop him. He also fired off his own call-out, saying he's ready to step in anytime. Strickland broke down why he thinks Khamzat's plan to face Pereira isn't as simple as it sounds. He explained that Pereira's stance and core strength make him incredibly difficult to take down. He can react instantly to any attempt. Currently, Strickland is serving out the remainder of his suspension for an altercation at an MMA event, but he's eager to return. In his interview with MMA Junkie, he let loose, "Man, I can't stand Khamzat. I've trained with the guy. He's great for one round. Once you survive that first scramble, he's done. He quits and turns it into a boxing match. I mauled him when we trained. I've wrestled with those Dagestani-style guys my whole life. That's my world." When asked about future fights, Strickland hinted that a matchup with Fluffy Hernandez might be next, once he's back in action.
We saw Khamzat Chimaev call him out as well, but I don't think that there's as much desire in that one with Khamzat moving up. He hasn't even defended the belt yet.
Yeah, dude, fucking Chimaev, dude. Made me realize I should wrestle, dude. You know, dude, that little dude, I can't stand fucking Chimaev, you son cunt. You know, I think what annoys me about Chimaev, there's nobody that could beat him. You know, like, as like I've trained with all the guys he's gonna fight, like, I've trained with Chimaev, dude. For one round, the guy could grapple. For one round, dude, once you get over that one round of scramble, he just quits. It just turns into a kickboxing match, like what he did with the 55 or the 70 or what's his name? Gilbert.
Yeah.
Like once he realizes he can't like maul you and you don't quit, he quits and turns into a boxing match. And I just don't know if there's anybody at that division other than me that like knows what it's like to grapple those I was fucking mauling him and grappling. I've been training with those cave dwellers my whole life, dude. Like these motherfuckers live in this gym, dude.
You don't give Nasruddin much of a chance if they do fight?
No way. I don't know. I would imagine that me and Fluffy might be going at it. I don't know, dude. I would imagine that's a fight to make.
After his thunderous first-round knockout of Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 320, Alex Pereira didn't waste a second before stirring up the internet. He posted a side-by-side image of both fighters warming up before the fight with the caption, "Each did in the fight what they trained in the locker room," clearly mocking Ankalaev for all his pre-fight trash talk. Now the question is, what's next for Poetin? While many fans are calling for a title defense against Carlos Ulberg, Pereira seems to be aiming even higher, teasing a potential showdown with John Jones at the White House event. Submission Radio recently discussed how massive that fight would be, not just for Pereira's legacy but for the UFC's business. The buzz around the possibility alone has the MMA world going wild. Still, with the White House event nearly a year away, a fight with Ulberg first makes perfect sense. And if Pereira really does move up to heavyweight, things could get even crazier. Imagine this. If Tom Aspinall beats Cyril Gane and Pereira somehow steps up and defeats him, that sets up the dream matchup. Alex Pereira versus John Jones at the White House. Jones would get everything he's wanted. A unification fight, a clash with Pereira, and the stage to make history. No matter the weight class, the UFC knows how valuable Pereira is right now. He's a megastar who can headline any card in any division. Having Alex Pereira in the heavyweight mix isn't just exciting, it's a goldmine for the UFC.
In this hypothetical world, let's say Tom in this world beats Cyril, because anything can happen in heavyweight. Who's left for Tom to fight? He's already beat Volkov. He's already beat, like, if Jailton beats Volkov, that's the fight. But if Volkov beats Jailton, Tom's not going to say no. But do you think they want to put Volkov in a heavyweight fight or Alex Pereira in a heavyweight fight? I feel like the UFC is going to want to make money and stick Alex Pereira in a heavyweight fight. Because if Alex somehow beats Tom Aspinall, there's your Alex Pereira versus John Jones in the UFC White House. There you go. John gets both of his wishes. He gets to fight for a belt, he gets to fight Alex, and he gets to fight in the White House. And I say this not knowing anything, because obviously anything can happen, but the UFC is going to be one of those things where no matter what division he's in, they're going to try and slot him into a title shot because he's a popular star.
Dude, I'll tell you what, having Alex Pereira in the heavyweight division for the UFC, not a bad little way to get John Jones and back into rotation. You could set up like a Gane fight with Alex Pereira even if he loses.
That's all for today's update. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss your daily dose of MMA news.